Back live streaming in Twitch with Grand Tactician, and we are going to continue our little Confederate campaign in which we are following the exploits and the adventures and the progress of one certain Lucas Beauregard Duke, who is a commander of the Hazzard County Volunteers, otherwise known as the Good Old Boys, under General Leonidas Polk of the Army of the Tennessee. Now, if you watched my last episode, episode 2, we're coming into episode 3 here, and unfortunately I had a major computer catastrophe last week. I pretty much had to just do a complete reset and a restore on my computer, so I lost all of my progress on this particular campaign. So I had to try and get back to the point where, as close as I possibly could, to the point that we were at where we finished up last episode. There's a couple of things that are different. It's September of 1861 instead of November. I've got pretty much was able to get everything over here in the Western Theater very similar to where we ended it. So we've got that pretty much in the same situation. Again, I am not going to be aggressive up here in Missouri. I am surrendering Missouri to the Union to make this playthrough more challenging. So it wasn't very hard to get us back into the state of affairs over here. There is a couple of differences, though. I was not able to get the army here, Polk's army, up to a readiness so that I could recreate my little failed invasion of Kentucky and the battle that Lucas and his brigade did so well in that resulted in him being promoted to a brigadier general. I've pretty much had to keep them here in Nashville because his readiness is just not improving. So because of that, we are beginning this episode in Nashville where they were, but Lucas Duke is still a colonel, and his infantry brigade did not, in this universe here anyway, his infantry brigade did not manage to win and do so well in that battle where they actually got a star of experience. So we kind of had to take a step back here with the Hazzard County Volunteers, but nonetheless we didn't lose much progress. We did lose the experience from that battle, though. And over here in Virginia, I've pretty much got everything back to the state, basically to the same state that we were at. I was fixing to, at the end of the last episode, I was fixing to go retake this fort here. And so this fort is back under our control. And I've got the Army of the Rappahannock. There's a couple of little differences, and the Army of the Shenandoah here, and we've got our Virginia engineers back working on their fortress down here that they were building outside of Salem. So we're back at that point, and the only other real difference that I have, let me go back to General Polk's army here. Now, I did have Lucas under the command of Pillow was the leader of this division, but for some reason in this universe of this playthrough, Ambrose A.P. Hill was in Polk's army. He was available to General Polk, so I mean, I can't resist A.P. Hill. So I went ahead and replaced Pillow with A.P. Hill as the division commander here. And I made A.P. Hill a major general. Now, I don't intend to keep this permanent. I really want A.P. Hill to be in one of my Virginia armies. But he doesn't seem to be available to them over there. I'm not entirely sure about those mechanics, but I really do probably need to get him back to Virginia because I've got an issue here. I have no volunteers from Virginia. I need some volunteers. I need soldiers from Virginia, and I am not getting any volunteers from Virginia. And from what I understand, to make Virginians happy, you really need to have their generals in command of armies. So I'm trying to make sure that I've got my Virginians, all of my Virginians where they're supposed to be, so I can make Virginia happy, because I need to start getting some volunteers from Virginia. So let's get time ticking along here. We're basically rudimentarily, I think that's a word, we're rudimentarily back to where we were at the end of episode 2. So let's continue on. I am trying to get this supply depot that we did have south of Fredericksburg. I'm trying to get that back in order. So we're just about to get that completed. And I've got Stewart is also building me a supply depot over here behind Culpeper. So we've got the Army of the Rappahannock kind of holding a central position here. And we've got our 2 forts back under our control. So the point of these forts is going to be not to completely defend the area, but just to slow the Union down. Slow them down until I can get the Army of the Rappahannock up into position to attack. So we're going to try and keep everything under the command of General Beauregard here with the Army of the Rappahannock, with some units in the Army of the Shenandoah under General Johnson. All right, so everything seems to still be under control in Northern Virginia. We had just won a big victory here, so we have ran off the Union. So I don't expect too much to happen here for the moment. So let's come back over here. I'm still concerned about this army, and I need to make sure we get this. The name of this army was Army of Tennessee. That was something from last episode I needed to reinstate. And over here in northwestern Arkansas, we had won a big victory over here, so things were relatively quiet. I am going to go ahead and kind of start moving the Western Army along the northern border of Arkansas, just in case the Northerners, the Yankees, try to find another way in. And my Missouri State Guard trying to get their readiness up. I'll tell you what I'm going to do here. We've got some projects back to being available here. I really do want to get some legacy rifles. I may try to wait. I'll tell you what I need. I need recruitment offices. I'm going to go ahead and do that. What I need more than anything are recruits right now. I need recruits. We need more men in the Army for sure. All right, I'm going to speed time up here. Let's check on New Orleans. Make sure they don't send a fleet up the Mississippi River. And I'm still trying to get my little Army of the Mississippi up here to Memphis. So they're on the march. We do have a different general under this army. I don't think General Cooper was available in this little universe here for some reason. But we still do have the Army of the Mississippi, so that's fine. We're going to keep speeding up time here. Let me check on... Uh-oh, something just got completed. This is the... Okay, the depot at Fredericksburg, which is this right here. Okay, let's look at our reinforcements coming into the Army of the Rappahannock. We've got our 3 divisions here, Bonham's division, Longstreet, and Ewell. Each of them have got 4 brigades. I may go ahead and break out 3 of these into a separate division if I've got a commander. This is why I want AP Hill over here. I need to get AP Hill back. We've got Early. Early is available. I tell you what, why don't we just go ahead and do it? Why don't we go ahead and get Early? I lost track of him. Where is he? There he is. Where you at, Early? Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and get Early in command of his division here. I think it's just the right thing to do. And we will replace him. I am short of brigadier generals. Let's find a good colonel. Would love to find some. I wish it would tell me what. I wish it would tell me what state they're from. There's Chambliss. Why? Yeah, let's go with Buckner. Let's go with Buckner. We'll give him a promotion. And we will assign him to Early's brigade. And I'm going to create another division under Early. And we'll bring Buckner along. Come on, let me grab him. We'll bring Buckner along. And we will make us another division here. Springfield muskets. Can we improve that? Yeah, we've got some rifle muskets. Let's load them up there. Mississippi rifles. Rifle muskets. I want each division to at least have one brigade with long-range weapons. So we'll do that. Who is my best commander? I may bring in... Let me see if I can get Longstreet another unit here. Let's see. We've got Alabama boys, Georgia. 37 volunteers from Virginia. I've got to get this up. We've got to get Virginia. We got to get Virginia going on here. It's ridiculous. There just isn't really any good volunteers over here in the East for me to draw from right now. I'm not going to. I can pull some boys up from Georgia. I guess I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to bring in some boys from Georgia. Let's see. What are my Georgia? There's my Georgian uniforms right there. Okay. And we'll bring in 2,000. Yeah, we'll bring in some boys from Georgia into Longstreet's division. I think that's all I can do. I've got more volunteers over here in the West for sure. So I think I may go ahead and get some more volunteers into the Army of the Mississippi here. We've got 12 pounders, 12 pounders. Let's get Walker another brigade. We'll get him some. Do we have any Louisiana boys? Not many. Let's get him some Alabama boys. Yeah, we'll go with some Alabama boys here. Okay. They're going to continue coming on up to Memphis. And the Western Army, how am I looking on the Western Army? We've got the Texas Division made up of brigades from from Texas. So we've got a full division of Texas boys. And Bowen in his division, he's got some Indian Territory boys, he's got some Arkansas boys, and some Louisiana boys. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get some more into Bowen here. Let's see. We can get some more Indian Territory here. We'll do another brigade of 1,500. Yeah, that right there. That'll be fine. Sibley's got rifle muskets. Trebo's got rifle muskets. Okay, all right. Oh, who do we have here? That's right. I remember why I was bringing this army over here now. I had forgot about this little army of the West that had kind of infiltrated down through the forest here. So we're going to try to chase these guys down if we can. Where are you going? Why don't we cut off through the country and see if we can catch them? While we've got plenty of supply, let's go ahead and not waste our supply and try and use that to our advantage. It's telling me that I can build something, but I don't see anything available here to build. Okay, the Missouri State Guard. I tell you what, I'm going to leave them over here. We're guarding the approaches. I think we've got plenty of men in the Western Army to take on this little invasion force that they've got coming up there. I'm really concerned about Polk and his army. His readiness is just terrible. Let me put him in a defensive stance. And what is wrong with this army? Why are they unhappy? Well, they're not unhappy. Their readiness is just super slow. We've got a lot of colonels in this army. They haven't had a battle yet. We need to have a good battle with this army. And I need to get me an army in this area here. I need somebody here at the Cumberland Gap, this area here, or at least I need a fortress there, if nothing else. I think when the Virginia engineers finish building this fort, I think I'm going to move them on down to outside Knoxville, and maybe we can build a fort outside the Cumberland Gap. McCullough is at his destination. Let's get back over here and see. Okay, they just fled back across that river. All right, let's try to chase him down. He's trying to get away from me here. He is trying to get away from me. He sure forded that river, didn't he? While I'm waiting on that, let me check in on my policies here. We are currently working on Militia Act 3 so that we can get our 3-year contracts. I really do want to get that under our... Okay, General Jackson has made his way to Memphis. So, yeah, he is here in Memphis getting his readiness up. I'm going to let him camp out there for a little while. That's a pretty strategic location. I really want to chase down this invading army, though. Keep them on the run. Don't want to let them get too comfortable. He's got 7,000 men there. All right, let's just continue. Now what? Okay, we got our 3-year contracts now. Okay, they're starting to run low on food, so we're going to have this battle pretty quick here. Keep on coming into Salem. Don't know where that army went. We're probably going to have to build a supply depot over here. Come on into Salem and let's see if we can get some food. Okay, let's go on our next policy. what do we want to do here? We've got conscription. We can do conscription there. Why don't we go ahead and do the regulars? Let's go ahead and do the regulars. That will give us a couple of brigades from Virginia, and that might just manage to increase our support in Virginia. Maybe, possibly. All right, let's see if he can get some food here from Salem. I don't know what happened to that army. I don't know where they went. I certainly don't see them anywhere. Do I have some cavalry that I can dispatch? Yeah. Why don't we go ahead and recruit some more cavalry real quick? Let's recruit some Arkansas boys into a cavalry unit. Let's see. What those look like Arkansas boys right there. And I am going to break out McIntosh's mounted rifles temporarily. I'm going to detach him. I don't want General Lee commanding this unit. We don't need General Lee all the way over here. I will use Pillow, though. We'll let Pillow command this. We'll let Pillow command this unit. Okay, why don't you come on over here, and let's see if we can find that invading army. Construction complete on Fort Davidson. Where's that at? That should be in Salem, West Virginia. Yes, we've got that fort. Let's go ahead and get some. Let's get some guys into this fort. I've got some. Don't I have some Delaware boys? Yeah, we've got some Delaware boys here we need to take advantage of. We've got 583 Delaware boys that I will otherwise just not be able to use at all. So I am going to go ahead and put them on the walls of this fort with some cannons, with some small 6-inch cannons. Yeah, let's get a couple of more units. We'll try and take advantage of these Delaware. I mean, we're never going to get enough men to get a full brigade, so I am going to go ahead and just use them as some garrisons for our forts. Maybe I'll get one more in here. Let's get one more. And I've got some Kansas boys that I'm otherwise not ever going to be able to do anything with. I probably have some Maryland boys too. I've got enough Maryland boys to make a brigade with, but these Delaware boys, about the only thing I can do with them is use them for garrison duty. Little 90 battalions, little battalion-sized garrisons to put in these forts. So that's what I'm going to do. So that'll bring that's enough men to slow an army down. They can't defend a fort for very long, but if they can hold a fort for just 3 or 4 days until I can get an army there to relieve them, that's all I need them for. That's all I want them to do. That's all I want from them. Okay, I'm going to bring my my Virginia engineers on down the highway here, and we're going to build another fort. Yeah, let's bring them down here and let's build a fort north of Knoxville and right outside the Cumberland Gap. Okay, anything else going on in Virginia? Nothing going on in Virginia. Okay, I think I really do need, as much as I love having A.P. Hill here in my Army of Tennessee, I really do think that I need to get him back over in Virginia, if at all possible. Yeah, I need him in Virginia. Let me see if I've got anybody to replace him with. Is there anybody in this army already that I can replace him with? Let me see who's available. We've got, oh, Hampton. Hampton is available. Absolutely. Absolutely. So we'll give that division to Hampton, and I am going to see if AP Hill is available. Can I get him into the Army of the Rappahannock here? Who is my worst? We've got Fagan here. Can I replace Fagan? No, he's not available right now, but I think he will be available here maybe in a few days. He's probably just, yeah, well, let's check back and see if he becomes available to us. Probably within a few days. It'll probably take him a few days to get back to Virginia, so we'll give him a little time, but I want to get him in my Virginia armies because I've got to do whatever I have to make these Virginians happy. And from what I understand, what really makes them happy is their generals. And I think this Hampton Division Army, we had named that to be the Army of the James, I believe. So we're going to rename that to Army of the James River. Army of the James, because they're basically just their job is going to be to defend Richmond and to make sure nobody sneaks up the back door coming up the James River and takes Richmond from us. So that's going to be their job. We've got the Army of the Rappahannock here. Army of the Shenandoah. Let's check in on General Jackson. Tell you what we'll do. We will go ahead. We'll go ahead and give General Johnson another unit of artillery. We'll go ahead and use some more of these Delaware boys that we need to use up. And we will give them, we got an ordnance rifle, we got we'll give them a 12-pound field gun. How about that? What are his other guns? He's got a 12-pound howitzer. Well, he needs a 24-pound. Let's give him a 24-pound howitzer. He needs better weapons than that. Now, I'm going to get these guys into their own division. Not ready to do that quite yet. I'm going to take my time with the organization of the armies and try to be, not completely historical, but kind of close to the history. Okay, I can do some administrative reform. That's probably important. So I don't want to suppress the population. Let's just, let's go ahead and do this administrative reform. Yeah, let's do that. That'll be very helpful to us. Okay, we've still got time going at 5 speed here. Let me go check on... I completely lost track of that army. I don't know where that army is. I don't know where they are. I'll tell you what, though, we definitely need a supply depot here. So I'm going to go ahead and start building one. Build one right there. And we will upgrade his army, and we will give them the flying column trait. I don't know where that I guess I can send him up into Missouri and maybe do some raiding, maybe. Maybe he can get some supplies. Oh, what do we have here? Ah, we're being invaded. The army of the Shenandoah is being attacked. Totally did not see that coming. Completely missed that. Now, how did he get in behind me? I completely missed that. If you were watching this stream and you saw that army moving in and I didn't see it, I apologize. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to withdraw with the army of the Shenandoah while we get the army of the Rappahannock up here. We're gonna withdraw him, and I'm gonna move the army of the Rappahannock up to help. And I'm gonna go ahead and force march army of Rappahannock. Yeah, we're gonna play for time here. Okay, now see, this is where the fort's coming in handy. The fort is inhibiting his movement, which is perfect. Gives me a chance to get my good army up here to take him on. This is perfect. So now we can have a battle with him. That's why I love the forts. I love to use the forts in that fashion. It really it frees up my armies to move to wherever they are needed, when they're needed. This ought to be a fun little battle here. I wish I had AP Hill. Really wish I had AP Hill in this army. And I may need to go ahead and transfer the Hazzard County Volunteers over here as well, because I do want them to get into some action and start getting some experience. I think I may go ahead and do that. I may start cycling some armies from some brigades from my armies that are kind of not involved in battles right now over into Virginia and let them get some experience, and then we'll cycle them back to the west. I need to cycle some of the armies from Tennessee, let them get some experience, and give some of these brigades in Virginia some rest as well. This ought to be a fun battle right here. Okay, we're actually going to be defending. That will be interesting. Where is he? Okay, he's coming from down here. Let me spin around here. Okay, so he's coming. He's going to be coming up this road here, the Valley Turnpike. Tell you what I'll do. He's going to have to come through Winchester. You know what? Let's just go ahead and have the battle out here on this plain. Let's have this battle here. What I'm going to do is go ahead and build some parapets. We'll do some parapets just like this. Go ahead and upgrade. Didn't get much of an upgrade out of that, but it's fine. And then I will build some breastworks right there, or at least prepare some breastworks. And then our units can finish them all, can finish building them. Why are you not building? What's your problem? Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do then. We'll do it like this right here. Why are you not? Okay, that'll work then. Fine. And just in case he tries to outflank me over here. Now, he's coming from there. I tell you, I've seen stranger things. I do know how much that the AI loves to march around and try to outflank you. So just to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and set up and order some breastworks to be built here, if I can get them. Yeah. In case he tries to come in from that direction. If he wants to march his men all the way around here and come at me from here, that's fine. I'll deal with that when it happens. In the meantime, let's get where's the army at? Let's get the army. Hello, where you at? Oh, there they are down here. Let's get the army. Let's get everybody into single file. I want everybody firing long range. And we've also got an army over here as well. Let's get you guys over here. We'll get this army all on this road here. You will bring your boys up a little closer. And we'll bring them over behind the fortifications here. We've got Springfield musket there. Gonna go ahead and get one of my cannon units there and another cannon unit there. We got more Springfield muskets, so you get here. We'll let them work on those barricades. And we've got mixed muskets, so we'll have you over here too as support. I'll tell you what. And then we've got B. He's got the rifle muskets. Tell you what, I'm going to let you be there. I'm going to bring these Springfield muskets over here and let them start working on these barricades. All right, let's get time ticking along. You guys start building those barricades, please. You start building your barricades. General Beauregard, let's get your guys all going long range. And early, I want you to be the first one to come on over here. Get your men, and we're going to let you build these barricades here. So let's get early marching. Then we'll get bottom marching. Are they working on the barricades yet? Let's speed this up a little bit. Yeah, they've got their men. Yeah, they're working on the barricades. Good. Early, have you started moving yet? All right, Early's on the move. Longstreet, just bring your boys across the ground there. Kershaw, you head up the highway. Withers, you just cut across country like that. And when they get over here, we'll set them up on the parapets. Get them set up on the parapets. Okay, Bonham, bring your boys on over here. Start getting our cannons moving as well. Kershaw, keep moving your cavalry up the pike there. Oh, Bonham just started interfering with Early and his men. Early, I thought you had already gotten your men past there. Longstreet, bring your boys on across that creek. You'll bring your boys down the road. Withers, come up to the Carper farm, please. Early, I'm going to bring you on up to the parapets. You come on up to the parapets with your boys. And I'm going to let either Longstreet or Bonham finish these barricades back here. Kemper, why don't you bring your cavalry out onto this knoll over here? Keep an eye on our right flank. Nothing's coming to the left. Kershaw doesn't see anything coming that way. Bonham, you're already on the road. Bonham, come on in behind the fortifications. I'm going to let you work on those, on the barricades to the rear. Anybody coming? I got to figure out where they are. He's coming from this direction. He's right here. Okay, so he's coming on into Winchester pretty quick. Everybody needs to move now. Come on, let's get moving. Longstreet, just keep edging your boys along through the plain there. You will bring your boys on behind Bonham. Fagan, you come on up the road as well. And Walker, you come on up the road. Ewell's getting his boys on the... Yeah, he's getting his boys on up there. Longstreet, bring your boys on down this way. And I'm going to bring you over to the right wing. Oh, here they come. Here they come. We got on the parapet just in time, didn't we? Okay, let's send out some skirmishers to slow them down. They were coming pretty fast. Won't you send out some skirmishers too, please? And why don't you send out some skirmishers? Come on, boys. Let's get on. Let's get moving. Longstreet, you're supposed to be coming. You'll keep skirting your boys along the road, please. I better back up my cavalry here. Cavalry, back up. I can get a charge on these guys here. This He's got some skirmishers coming into us as well here. General Beauregard, let's move you on further up the road. Why don't you come to the Greenwood Church? I've got a lot of men out of position here. I may go ahead and let Ewell take a position on this road right here, maybe behind this creek, and maybe we can swing in on their left flank and come at them like that with Ewell. That's what I'm going to do with Ewell's division. So we're going to hold them at bay here with the barricades. And then I'm going to come up this road here with Ewell, and I'm going to roll them up. I'm going to roll them up just like this. That's the plan anyway. Go ahead and attack that cavalry, please. You help him. Help him. You help him too against that cavalry. Come on over there and help him out. Bonham. Bonham, I'm going to bring you forward. We're not going to worry about the barricades back there. He's already shown that he's not going to try to outflank me, so I'm not going to waste time working on those barricades at the very back. Okay, Kemper, why don't you come on out of there? Oh man, he is. I need to get my general over here a little closer. Okay, looks like we're going to win that little battle there. Okay, I want you to bring your boys up this road and just have them ready on standby to attack. How we doing over here? I need you to retreat. Just retreat, please, before you break. All right, you guys start doing a fighting withdrawal, please. Start doing a fighting withdrawal. Kemper's cavalry broke on me. I tell you, I am not a good general to be a cavalry commander under. Longstreet is coming up over here. He is going to be out of position. Longstreet, just bring your boys on up this road here. Just keep coming straight up the road. We'll do something with you when you get in position. Right now, we're just kind of holding them at bay. Slowing them down, not letting them rest till I get the rest of my divisions in position here. Oh, we've got some... Yeah, we've got a unit there. And we've got some artillery that we need to be bringing up as well. Just do a fighting withdrawal off to the side, please. Why don't you, yeah, go ahead and bring your skirmishers back on in, please. All right. I think the skirmishers have slowed them down some, but Longstreet still got his boys moving. Ewell, have you got your boys moving? Donaldson, why are you way back there? You're supposed to be over here with Longstreet. You're holding up Ewell, Donaldson. He's completely disrupted. Donaldson, just get out of the way. So annoying. But that sort of stuff right there happened in real life, though. That happened a lot. You know, brigades would get in each other's way. They would slow each other down. One brigade would be on the road it wasn't supposed to be on, and it disrupted other brigades. That's the kind of stuff that actually happened. That's why I love this game so much, because it has those mechanics in the game, and you get to see that kind of disorganization take place and how it affects armies, you know. There is Brigadier General Johnson with his boys with their Mississippi rifles. So we're going to bring them up here in a little bit whenever we've got Springfield muskets right there. We've got some Springfield rifles here. Why don't you boys with your Springfield rifles face that direction? I'm fixing to bring General Johnson up to this corner. Not quite yet, not quite yet. Cancel that. General Johnson, just come up and get ready to take that spot. You go ahead and bring in your skirmishers. I'm going to bring Bartow out. They're just at the edge of my reach. Send out skirmishers. Send out skirmishers. Try and attack their flank if you can. We've got some rifle muskets there. Why don't you guys, still kind of out of their reach, so y'all just continue facing forward, please. Come forward. Come forward. Longstreet is still trying to bring his division up. Donaldson is finally moving. Finally. Ewell is getting his boys moved up over here. Why don't you attack that artillery right there? Harass them for me, please. Kirby Smith. Okay, start a fighting withdrawal over here. I'm going to try to roll up his left. General Ewell, what kind of condition are your men in? They're disrupted. I'm going to give General Ewell a chance to get his army organized, his division organized over there. Before I bring him up the road here. And we're going to catch him in arrears. We're going to catch him in the rear. Bring up these Mississippi rifles. Continue harassing him, please. He's got 2,000 men in Rosecrans Brigade there. I am going to bring Hayes off of the ramparts. We're going to take that guy on. Keep harassing them, please. Keep harassing them. Actually, come on over this way, please. We've got Elliott B. Jr. there with Springfield rifle muskets. And we've got Bartow right here. Bartow, keep coming forward on them. Yeah, this guy here, Rosecrans, is in a bad spot. He is in a bad spot for sure, right? Yeah, he's not he's not doing too good. I wonder if I can capture some of these guys. Bartow, charge him. Give him the cold steel, boys. Give him the cold steel. I tell you what, I need some cavalry over here. Cavalry, come up the road, please. Bartow, get in there. Get in there. Maybe we can destroy this entire brigade right here. Johnson, why don't you continue to come up? Johnson, come on up. Bartow, get in there and get them. Get in there and get them, Bartow. Okay, y'all get in there and get them from that side. Stay on top of them. I want to capture these guys if at all possible. Boy, I really wish I had cavalry over here right now. Bartow, get in there and get them. Hayes, you get on them too. How many has he lost? He's lost 400. Meanwhile, you guys go keep them at bay. Somebody stay on them. Don't let them get away. Don't let them get away. This is going to exhaust my men right here. He lost 500 men. Okay, we're not going to try to chase him down. Okay, you guys reform up. Reform up. Get your breath back. Don't want to completely exhaust my men. You will bring your boys further on up the road. Come on up the road, Ewell. Come on up the road. We're going to absolutely roll them up here. We are going to roll them up. Early. Yeah, I'm fixing to bring Early out too. They're not too tired. They're not too tired. They're not too tired. That's fine. You guys form up and get ready to keep moving. You guys fall in behind them. Just fall in behind them. Everybody keep moving forward. You come along too. We are going to absolutely overpower his left here. We are going to roll him up like a sheet of paper. Let me get my cavalry. Cavalry, come on up the road further, please. Okay, Early, are you ready to come on out? Early, bring your boys forward, please. Who do you belong to? Oh, you belong way over here, don't you? Longstreet, bring your boys up over here. You come out too then. Form up on them. Take them on. What's he got right there? He's got 1,800 men in Schleich's brigade. This is going to be Colonel Harry Hayes taking on Schleich. Just fire at him. Fire. You are in range. Why aren't you lining up and firing? All right. Hayes, line up and fire. What are you doing? Hayes, what are you doing? Oh, my goodness. Fine. You guys come over here. I'm going to have to start backing Hayes out of there. He's a little too far forward. Nope, let's cancel that. You start moving up to help him. All of you guys need to be moving up as well. All of you keep moving up, fall in behind Hayes. We're going to roll them up. That's the plan. We're going to roll these guys up. Well, Hayes, you did it. You managed to break a full-size brigade, Schleich's brigade, on your own. You are getting a promotion, and I'm fixing to back you out if I possibly can. I can't. He cannot seem to back up. Hayes is going to get a promotion. I'm very happy with Hayes. We're going to bring up Bartow to relieve him here. I got to get Hayes out of there. Hayes. Start falling back, Hayes. Let me get Bartow in front of him to help him out. Now Bartow is overexposed. Why aren't you guys moving? Everybody needs to be moving. Keep moving up your men. Ewell, bring your boys up, Ewell. Withers, get over there. Well, Bartow's holding the line right now. Everybody else, find somebody to attack. He is falling back very well. He's doing a good job of falling back on me. Okay, everybody just move forward. Find someone to attack and move forward. All right, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to set everybody to assault. Army of Shenandoah, assault. What are you? Oh, good Lord. No wonder I'm having a hard time. General Beauregard is way back there. I thought he had already moved up. Okay, everybody assault. I ended up not needing Ewell at all. You assault as well. Come on, let's go. Everybody find somebody to attack now. Find somebody to attack. So we got Wise going up against, who is that? Everybody keep moving. Why don't you guys give them the bayonet, please? Wise, give them the bayonet. Cavalry, find somebody to bayonet, please. Oh, we just totally captured that brigade. That brigade was completely captured and destroyed. Go get that unit there, please. Everybody keep pushing. Why are you not pushing? Well, looks like they're going to get away from us, but we did manage to capture an entire brigade, though. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up and let the battle finish. And just let the field generals take care of trying to chase them down. Well, he lost 4,400 men. We only lost 951. So I would say that's a pretty good battle right there. That worked out well for us. We were able to utilize our forts to pin him down and get our army up there and attack him. So that's how I want to utilize my forts here. That was an incredible battle. We lost less than 1,000 men. So they lost more than 4 times our number. Not bad, especially when you're playing as the South and you don't have the number of men. You just really have to, you got to play it that way. I will take it. I'll take it. I wonder if I had anybody. I don't think I had anybody break on me. So I managed to get through that. Oh, I did too. My initial cavalry attack. Kemper. I pushed Kemper just a little too hard and too fast. But fortunately for me, he did not get defamed by that. So that's good news. That is very good news. Now, I want this cavalry unit to do some. Are you able to do some? Yeah, do some raiding. Try and get yourself some supplies by raiding. And we still got the last vestiges of this battle going on up here. He's going to have to retreat here soon. Yeah, let's get time ticking here. He will have to withdraw. Oh, we got another perk. Let's go ahead and get the flying column grade 1 perk. Now, it really annoys me when the AI retreats further into your deeper into your territory. That is so annoying. I don't even know how he managed to get that army behind my lines anyway. I completely missed that. How did he get that army back there? Where did it come from? Okay, so they are retreating. I'm going to bring the Army of the Rappahannock back to Culpeper. That's kind of going to be where they hang out. They can strike to the northwest, or they can come down to the southeast toward Richmond if they need to. This army lives along the Rappahannock River here. They never get too far from the Rappahannock River in Fredericksburg. And the Army of the Shenandoah, I'm going to bring back down this direction while the Army of the Occupation continues to retreat. Okay. Let's look at Stuart's cavalry. Now, I want to give him another cavalry unit. Let's give him... Let's see. Got Alabama boys. We got lots of Kentucky boys. We just don't have any Virginia boys right now. We got Maryland boys. Why don't I give him some Maryland boys? That's what we'll do. Yeah, we'll give him some Marylanders. Give him some Marylanders. I can't wait till I can get the Corps organization to where all of these little armies can all really seriously start supporting each other with the Corps. All right. All right. Polk has finally got his army in a state of readiness. So we're going to start striking out with him toward Kentucky. Let's move this army on up into Kentucky and see if we can pick a fight up here with Polk's army in Kentucky. How are we doing with the Army of Mississippi? He's got just right under 10,000 men. Got a division under Walker. I'm just going to let him keep one division for now. Just don't have enough other men to give him. Just don't have the men available right now for them. I don't want to make the Western Army any bigger because he doesn't have the supplies right now. Batesville Manufactories. That's a little too close to the line. I don't want to invest in that. He's raiding. I suppose he's raiding. Got to get that supply depot built right there. Got to hurry up and get that built. Okay, General Polk, can we give you any more men? Let's get Hampton. Let's see what we've got here. We've got Alabama. We can get some boys from Alabama. We can get, yeah, Kentucky. Let's give him some more Kentucky. We got plenty of volunteers from Kentucky. Definitely want to get him some Kentucky boys. Absolutely. And let's give Cheatham some Kentucky boys too. Yeah, we've got enough for another brigade of Kentucky boys. There's me some Kentucky boys right there. Springfield rifle muskets. We can get some reboard muskets. Let's give these boys here some reboard muskets. And Gladden has got Springfield muskets. That's the best I can do right now for Gladden. It's the best I can do for him. Let's get Loring some more boys here. How about some Alabama boys? Those look like Alabama boys right there. Okay. And I'm going to get him another unit of artillery from Arkansas. Very good. Okay. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Who's my best artillery commander? Oh man, I hate to waste Robertson on artillery. I'm going to give him a promotion, and I'm going to replace him with somebody else. Replace him with Lee. And I'm going to create a artillery, and let's put, was he a lieutenant colonel? Well, Breckinridge. Whoa, there's I was wondering where Nathan Bedford Forrest was. We're definitely promoting him up to Brigadier General, and we're promoting Breckinridge up to Brigadier General. I'm glad I finally saw these guys. Meanwhile, where is Garrett that I just had? That's fine. I'll give this little artillery brigade to Lieutenant Colonel Stewart. And we're going to, let's move all the artillery under him. And I'm probably going to create a cavalry division as well. Russell, we've got Posey. We've got Blanchard. Let's replace Blanchard with, I'm going to go ahead and put this under Bedford Forrest. Nathan Forrest here. I'm going to eventually get him into bigger and better things. But right now I want to get him some experience as a division leader, and he'll be a cavalry division leader. So let's get him one more brigade of cavalry here. Let's get some boys from, let's get him some more Kentucky boys here. Those look like Kentucky boys right there. Okay. So now we've got full divisional organization here in the Army of Tennessee. That's probably our most organized army so far. Let me drop a save real quick in case some shenanigans. In case there are any more shenanigans, I'll have a place to restart here. Why don't we upgrade those ironworks right there? Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'm going to halt his movement. Until he gets his organization. We just made some changes to his army, and he lost a lot of organization. And he lost a lot of readiness. So I'm going to halt his movement momentarily until he can get his readiness back up. General Beauregard has made it to his destination back here at Culpeper. What's going on with Stewart? His readiness is low too. All right, I'm going to bring Stewart a little further up into central Virginia, northern Virginia. Okay, my Virginia engineers have reached their destination. So I want them to get started on a fortress here at this location right below the Cumberland Gap here. Very, very strategic location. Stewart made it where he was supposed to be going. I'm sorry, McCullough. I know your boys are hungry, but y'all got to get this finished. You've got to get this finished. What's he doing right here? I'm going to bring them back down into Arkansas. I may have to transfer. What's he got right there? I'm going to have to transfer a division back over to, let me transfer a division back over here to the Missouri State Guard to General Price. Let's do that. This army's too big. Why don't we send Hardy and the Texas Division back over to Price? Yeah, we'll send Hardy back over to Price. Let them get restocked and get some food. And we'll let Bowen stay with McCullough in the Western Army for the time being. Yeah, that's going to diminish his numbers, but he just doesn't have enough food to feed 2 full divisions here. So we'll send the other division. Pillow has made it to his location. Yeah, he's back down there. That's fine. Army of Mississippi is doing very well. They are camped out in Memphis. I want to keep them there for the time being. I may threaten Cairo for a raid or an attack or something like that. But like I said, I don't want to spend the whole game fighting up here in Missouri and South Illinois. I've done a lot of personal playthroughs where I've done that, and I can win the game doing that. But the entire game would be us fighting up and down up in Missouri and for Cairo, and there would be no action going on in Virginia if I were to do that. So I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Okay, we've just about got that supply depot finished. We finally got our regulars. That's good news. So I think, here we go. We're probably going to get some new units. Let's pause the game just a second here. Where are those new units coming in at? Not sure yet. I thought that's when we got the Army of Northern Virginia. Here it is, right here. There's the Army of the James, and there is the Army of Northern Virginia under the command of General Lee. Okay, and he's got 8,000 men queued up. Yeah, he gets all of these units here. So I want to definitely get AP here. Oh, he's still not available. Where is he? Is he back under Polk again? I just removed him from Polk. Is he back over here again? No. Man, I need him in the Army of Northern Virginia bad. That's where I want him, but I can't seem to get him. Okay. A lot of colonels here. That's fine. That's fine. We'll see about giving these guys promotions, and I'm going to try and keep an eye on AP Hill and get him into this army as soon as he becomes available to me. He's just not available right now. And we've got to get ourselves another project. I don't care about, don't want to do civil order. Can I do, I can't do Confederate rifles. I could do cast artillery. What is that? That would give us more field guns. That would give us some field guns if we did that. Legacy rifles. I would love legacy rifles. I've already done reboard muskets. Trade warfare? Do I want to do trade warfare? Let's just get the low-hanging fruit right now. Let's get the low-hanging fruit. We'll do the trade warfare. Okay. Let's just keep time ticking along here. What's construction of what? Rapidan Bridge Depot. Yeah, this is the depot right here that we just, let's go ahead and up that. Keep our guys supplied here. And we can start our next policy. Do I want to do industrialization? Probably should. Or we could do government funding. Let's do government funding. That sounds like that's important. We got to be able to pay our soldiers. Let's do some government funding then. And we've got a lot of good units down here in Richmond that have been recruited and that are going to be coming into the Army with General Lee. So we're going to try to keep them intact. And eventually, of course, the Army of the Rappahannock will be a core under the Army of Northern Virginia, and the Army of the Shenandoah will also be a corps under the Army of Northern Virginia. And then Stuart's cavalry will come under the Army of Northern Virginia, and the Army of the James will also be under the Army of Northern Virginia. So we're going to have a good sizable force, but for right now, our mainstay is the Army of the Rappahannock. This is our main force right here. Okay, so Manigault is available. Springfield rifle muskets, rifle muskets, rifle muskets, rifle muskets. Okay, and we've got this guy here who deserves another brigade. I think Ewell does. We'll give Fagan to Ewell for now. And let's go ahead and get an artillery division. So who is my best artillery commander here? Probably Captain Wilcox. All right, I'm going to promote Wilcox, and I'm going to replace him. I'm going to try and let him be Beckham. Beckham gets a promotion. Yeah, we'll assign him. And I'm going to create, yeah, there's Wilcox there. So let's put the artillery under Wilcox. Yeah. The Army of the Rappahannock is looking pretty good. Bonham, why don't you go ahead and see if there's anybody that you can recruit here. We got a lot of Tennessee boys. I need to get these Tennessee boys in the fight. We need to get another Tennessee army over at the Cumberland Gap. So I'm going to save these Tennessee boys for that army. Same thing with the North Carolina boys. They're going to go in that army. Who else do I have? I still don't have any Virginians. I need more Virginians. I need more Virginian volunteers. I tell you what, I'm going to give him a Maryland. I'm going to give him some Marylanders and hope they stick with it. We'll give the Marylanders the Zouave. So we'll know to keep a close eye on these guys. We'll give them the Zouave. Okay. Under the command of Waitman. Yeah. That's the best we can do right now. That is the best we can do right now. Let's keep time ticking along here and go check on everything else. Polk is trying to get his readiness back up. He's still working on his supply depot. He definitely has fewer men to feed, though, so that's a good thing. Price still cannot get his men, get a perk for his army. Still can't get a perk for them. All right, we're into October 1861. We've had a few good battles. I want Polk to get his readiness up here. He's got a lot of units coming in though. I want to get Lucas Beauregard. I want him to get his unit some experience. These boys need some experience. They haven't even been in a battle yet, and that just won't do. That will not do. I tell you what I'm going to do. going to go ahead and create this next Virginia Army. And I'm going to start getting them over here in the Sparta area and the Knoxville area. So the next Tennessee Army. So let's come down here and let's recruit a new army, and we want it to be in Tennessee. There's General Cooper. Okay. I was hoping that I would be able to get General Cooper back into this. Let's get him some Tennessee boys, and we got plenty of Tennessee boys. We've got enough for 3 brigades, so let's get some Tennessee boys. There's my Tennessee uniform right there. Yeah, we'll do the 2,250. Let's get him some more Tennessee boys. And we'll get him one more brigade of Tennessee boys. Yeah. And let's get him some artillery. We'll get him some artillery from West Virginia. And one more artillery. Yep. All right, that'll be in one cavalry unit. One cavalry unit with some more. Who can be a good cavalry? Let's just get him some more West Virginia boys for his cavalry, because he's going to eventually be moving into West Virginia and Kentucky. Yeah, there we go. All right. So let him start getting his army. Why is that called the Army of Arkansas? That makes no sense. I know I clicked on Tennessee. Please tell me I clicked on Tennessee. That makes no sense at all. Did I misclick? Okay, I don't get that. Okay, well, you guys need to get over here to Tennessee. Don't care how long it takes you to get here, but I need you to get to Knoxville, please. Yeah, make your way to Knoxville. Gonna let him start moving. I must have misclicked. I apologize about that. I could have swore I clicked on Tennessee when I went to create that army, but I don't know. I don't know. All right, time is still ticking along here. Do we have any industry that we can upgrade? We've got a plantation. Do we have any? Got a plantation there. Union extends contracts to 3 years. We're already a step ahead of them. More plantations. I guess I can upgrade a plantation. Or can I? Maybe not. There's a furnace that's already been upgraded. We got a farm. We can upgrade that farm right there. Let's do that. Okay, time is still ticking here. We are up to October 1861. I don't see any imminent threats. I haven't looked at this army of the Northwest in a while. What do we have here? Let's upgrade that to a 24-pounder. Maybe we can give him one more brigade. Maybe. I've got Georgia boys. I'm gonna hold the Georgia boys in reserve. Army of the Shenandoah. Let's go ahead and get him a artillery brigade. We've got Major Pelham here, who's getting a promotion up to lieutenant colonel, and he will be leading our artillery division. Can I not replace him with anybody? Why can't I replace him? That's weird. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's replace him with a captain. We'll just replace him with Wickham here. And I will, yeah, there's Pelham there. We will put all of the artillery under him. I'll still let the cavalry operate under General Johnson for now. General Jackson is now a major general. We're slowly getting these armies organized, but I'm just kind of letting it take an organic form, you know. I'm not trying to min-max as I play. I'm not really a min-maxer when I play. I like to just kind of let things take an organic form as they probably would in real life, you know, and as they did in history. I tell you, man, they're just really not threatening us right now. They're not really. I don't know. I may have to just invade somewhere and pick a fight, which I'm going to try and do that with Polk's army, but I just want him to get his. I want him to get his readiness. I want him to improve his readiness a little bit. So I tell you what I'm going to do. Do I have somebody I can detach? Who is my weakest unit in this army? Nobody really. This army is just full of studs right now. I may detach Forrest and let him stay behind and build I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's come forward, and we're going to build another supply depot up here on the border, and we're going to use that to supply us while we raid and invade Kentucky. It's probably a bad idea, but I need to pick a fight with somebody here. Definitely with this army, because this army needs some experience. Okay, keep moving on up, General Polk. Move on up toward the move on up toward the border with Kentucky. And we're going to build a supply depot right on that border there. Nothing happening in Northern Virginia. Make sure that they're not Let me swing around the coastline, make sure nobody has invaded us anywhere along the coastline. Definitely do not want them invading New Orleans. We don't want to make that mistake. We want New Orleans to be protected. Okay, our Army of Tennessee is actually moving into Tennessee here. Let's go ahead and get this army renamed here. We're going to call this Army of What's a good combination of Tennessee and Kentucky? Kenty? Tanucky? Army of Tanucky. I like that. Army of Tanucky. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you guys get on over here where you belong. And we're going to get you poised to move into eastern Kentucky. Okay, let them continue to move. Polk is in position. Let's get him started on a depot. Where do we build this depot at? Right. Come on, right. Right there. Yeah. Yeah, the Union is looks like they've gotten once bit, twice shy, or twice bit, once shy. However, there's that Army of the Occupation again, kind of just creeping around the edges. So I'm gonna go pick a fight here. I'm gonna march toward Alexandria, maybe Manassas Junction, and let's see if we can get President Lincoln reasonably nervous enough to try and maybe send an army out to fight with us here. I'm going to send the Army of the Rappahannock toward Alexandria, and I'm going to send General Stewart and his cavalry in support on the west flank. And we've got the Army of the Shenandoah close by as well to come help out if needed. Okay, while they're moving, let's see if anything else is going on over here. Okay, it looks like he's finally gotten his food situation under control. And he's about to finish that. Stewart is at his destination. He's about to finish the supply depot here. Beauregard is at his destination. So let's go back over here. And let's see if we've made President Lincoln reasonably nervous enough about Washington, D.C. How about if I threaten Alexandria? What will that make you do? Well, we ought to start seeing some Yankee armies scrambling now. Somebody ought to be scrambling. We're about to bring Alexandria under our control here. I know Abraham Lincoln can't let that sit now. He's going to have to do something. Okay, I'm going to let this army park right here outside. We just took Alexandria. And let's see if that forces the Yankees to do something here. He's got the Army of Occupation way over here. And we've got another project available. We can do trade deals, or is there anything military I can do? All right, let's just do some trade deals then. That's fine. Trade deals sounds good to me. Well, we're definitely threatening Washington, D.C. Okay, he does have an army there. He's got 24,000 men there, which is... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a... I don't know why they weren't visible there just a minute ago, but I knew he had something close by. I knew he did. So maybe he'll come out and challenge me with that army. General Polk is still working on his supply depot. General McCullough is just about finished with his supply depot. He's got all these armies up here in Missouri that he's not doing anything with. I don't get it. Okay, McCullough, while you're waiting, why don't you go ahead? Why don't we get you another cavalry unit? I think we've got some Indian Territory boys available. Yeah, let's get some Indian Territory boys in a cavalry unit. Yep, that'll be fine. We've got Lewis Armistead. Going to promote him. Replace him with Robertson. I don't want Haygood. I want Armistead. Yeah, there's Armistead there. We'll assign him. And recruit one more thing. We'll get some more Indian Territory boys for this. Yeah, and we'll let the cavalry operate directly under McCullough's command for now. Okay. The armies are beginning to organically come together. Let's get the Army of Mississippi one more thing of... We'll get him some more cavalry here. Yeah, that's fine. And who is his best? I'm going to get him a artillery brigade as well. Haygood is fine. We'll let Haygood command the artillery, and we will get him one more artillery battery. We'll get some Arkansas boys for that. Yep, that's fine. Keep them in Memphis. Looks like we're starting to get into the winter months. So, yeah, he's in winter quarters. They're starting to bed down for winter quarters. I probably don't want to do offensive activities. Got him in a defensive stance. And when we're going into the winter months, I may go ahead and put everybody into a defensive stance here. Why don't you go into a defensive stance, please? There in Alexandria. Let's get you into a defensive stance. Yeah, we're already into November here, so we're starting to get into the winter months. So there may not be a whole lot going on unless the AI decides to be aggressive, which they're not being as aggressive as I was expecting. They've got all these armies over here in Missouri that they're just not really doing anything with. So I don't know. Let's put you into a defensive stance. Let's put you into defensive stance. Construction complete. Okay, of the Salem. Yeah, let's go ahead and give him a little more supply from out of that. And I'm going to transfer Hardee's division back over to the Western Army now. Whoops. There you are. All right, let's get Hardee and the Texas Division back into McCullough's Western Army. And Price, with his Missouri State Guard, can continue to guard and kind of threaten southwestern Missouri, which is really what they care about. These are all Missouri boys right here, and what they care about is Missouri. So that's why I'm going to keep them over in this area where they can raid and move into Missouri, maybe do a little bit of damage over there. Just kind of keep the Yankees honest, you know. Just keep them honest. Why don't you come over here and get resupplied from the supply depot? There goes the army of Tennucky, slowly moving toward Knoxville, where they're going to be. Okay, and we've gotten our fort here at the Cumberland Gap, so let me rename that so I'll know what it is when I'm scrolling through. This is Fort Cumberland Gap. Okay, and I want to get some garrison units in here from some of our states that just give us really, really low numbers, like Delaware. I love to get garrison units from Delaware because otherwise I would never be able to do anything with 400, 500, 600 units. I mean, I just can't do anything with these guys, but putting some little garrison units with some default six-pound guns in some forts, it's a really good thing to do with these guys. Because 300-400 men in one of these forts can severely slow down an army. I mean, they can really slow an army down big time. Yeah, let's keep bringing in some Delaware boys here into these forts. We need to utilize these Delaware and these Maryland guys. I don't want them wasted. It's basically little battalions, little small battalions. Yeah, we'll put about 300 men for now in this fort, and that'll be enough to slow down a Yankee army until I can get an army in the vicinity. Now, what do I want to do with my Virginia engineers here? Let's pause the game just a second while I think about what I want to do with these guys. Yeah, what do I want to do with them now? I think we've built enough forts, I believe. Maybe build some telegraphs, maybe. Let's see, where is a... Probably wouldn't hurt to build a telegraph here. Yeah, let's see. Can we build a telegraph here? Let's see. I can't tell if it's lighting up or not. I can't tell. All right, I'll tell you what let's do. Let's move them. Where can I build some telegraph stations at? Let's move them down here to Sparta and see if we can build a telegraph in Sparta. Maybe we have to do it that way. Okay. Speed time up here. Oh, we've got some policies and stuff that we need to work on. Why don't we do industrialization? It's going to take 23 days. And I've got projects as well. Civil order, armored gunboats, cast artillery. Maybe I should hold out for Confederate rifles or legacy rifles. I'm going to hold out just a little bit longer and see if I can get something better than the cast artillery. If not, I'll go ahead and get the cast artillery. Have we managed to make President Lincoln nervous enough to send this army out to venture them out and fight us in the field? It doesn't look like it. All right, we're going to keep time ticking here. Try and continue to strengthen our armies. I'm going to put a few more garrison units into this fort here. And I want to make sure that I'm not wasting any good officers in these garrisons. No, I'm not. So that's wonderful. So let's get some more. Yeah, let's use up some more Delaware boys. Yeah, let's use some Delaware boys. We'll put another unit of Delaware boys in there. And anybody else that... Kansas. I've got Kansas boys available. I need to try and use... We got some Maryland boys too here. Let's use some Maryland boys. All right, so we'll put some more garrison units in that fort. We'll get it up to about 400 men in that fort. That's plenty. That's enough men in one of these forts that could stop a 30,000 man army for about 3 or 4 days, or maybe a week or two. That would give me plenty of time to bring over the army of the Rappahannock and eventually the entire army of Northern Virginia. I could march the entire army of Northern Virginia all the way across Virginia to get to this fort to relieve it with 400 or 500 men holding it like that. So I'm happy with that. Going to keep time ticking here. I'm going to let the project meter keep ticking up because I want to get some legacy rifles projects so that I can start ordering more rifles. Speaking of which, that reminds me, let me check on my weapons orders here. I think we had an order of reboard muskets. Yes, we did. Yeah, we're still a long ways out from getting those, but we're going to get 15,000 of them when we get them. We've had 4,000 delivered so far that we've been using up. So yeah, we're getting some good reboard muskets. I like the reboard muskets. They're definitely better than the Springfield muskets. And they're almost as good as the Springfield rifle muskets. So very happy with that. Very, very happy with that. Let's check on General Polk. He is in winter quarters. I don't want to disturb him in winter quarters. The same thing across the board. All of the armies are in winter quarters right now. So the only thing I might do is march out my cavalry. I might let the cavalry go do some raiding. Let's send that cavalry up into southeastern Missouri. Yeah, he's in a raiding stance, so he will do some raiding when he gets up there. we've kind of got time moving a little fast here, so we can just we got to get through the winter here. I don't think a whole lot dramatic is going to happen. What is he? Unless he does a naval invasion somewhere. So I've got to definitely make sure he doesn't surprise me somewhere with a naval invasion. Got to remember to keep my eye out for that. West Virginia militia. Okay. Got to remember to keep my eye out for that. Army of the Rappahannock's looking good. How is the Army of Northern Virginia looking? Okay, can I get A.P. Hill yet? I still can't get A.P. Hill. Where is he? I wish I could click on him and the map go to him, but I don't. It says that he is under Polk's command, but he's not. I don't know where he's at. I can't find him on the map anywhere. How do I get to him? Home state, Virginia. Pre-war experience. It doesn't tell me where he is. Is he in? Did I just not see him? Am I just not seeing him? He is not in Polk's army. He is not here. I wonder if he's available to Polk, though. No, he's not available to Polk either. I'm so confused right now. All right, let's give it a little more time. We will give it a little more time. The Trent affair. I'll have to read up on that sometime. Okay, well, he is just not coming out of Washington, D.C. with this army. He is just not going to do it. Colonel Cook is recovered. Pillow is at his destination. Yeah, he's up there raiding. That's fine. Holmes is at his destination, which is, yeah, that's my Virginia Engineers. So let me see if we can build a telegraph now. Yeah, I can build a telegraph there. Let's check on our project. We can do armored gunboats, cast artillery, cavalry. Ooh, that might be interesting. I think I may want to go ahead and do cavalry carbines and start improving my cavalry. Yeah, that's worth it right there. Cavalry weapons are worth it. We'll do cavalry weapons. And let's see if we can make any immediate improvements. Let's go into our number one army right now, which is the Army of the Rappahannock. And let's see if we can upgrade some weapons here. 300 yards. Yeah, we'll go with those. Anything else? Springfield musketoons. We'll go with the Maynard carbines there. And we'll upgrade this guy too with the Springfield musketoons. Let's look at the Army of the Shenandoah. Let's upgrade his cavalry guys with Springfield musketoons. Yep, Springfield musketoons. And who's next? I don't want to look at the garrisons. Western Army. Yeah, let's upgrade him if we can. We'll do Springfield Musketoons. Okay, that's all of our cavalry weapons available right now to do upgrades with. All right, let's just keep time going here. I wonder if I'm starting to get some let's upgrade those ironworks right there. If I'm going to start getting some volunteers from Virginia. I do not have one brigade from Virginia right now that I have been able to recruit. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Okay, Polk's army is looking really good, but I want him to finish that supply depot. The Western Army is looking good. And Pillow was doing some raiding up here. Pillow, why don't you... What do I want him to do? Why don't you just go cause a little trouble up in central Missouri for me, please, sir? Okay, Cooper is at his destination. This is the Army of Tanucky. All right, I'm going to let him stay here and get his readiness up here in Knoxville. Before we start doing anything with him. And I'm probably going to bring the Virginia engineers over when they finish the telegraph and probably build him a supply depot. Well, right now winter's going on, so there's just not a whole lot, and the Union is kind of scared to send their armies down into our territory right now. We've given them some pretty good defeats. So I can't say as I blame them. Can't say as I blame them. Now, what's Pillow doing over here? I want to make sure he doesn't get ambushed by anybody, but he is raiding. Let's go ahead and give him an upgrade. We want to... Let me pause the game real quick while I go through these upgrades. Telegraph, balloon corps, cartography, flying column, foot cavalry. Yeah, we'll do the rating here. Partisan brigades. I want to give him that. I'm going to bring him over here to Fredericton. Let him raid Fredericton. Try and get some supplies from these guys. Well, just not much going on right now. Not much going on at all right now. Let's look at the Army of Northern Virginia. Yeah, we'll give these guys iron discipline. Since they're regulars, they start off with a perk, so I'm going to give all of them iron discipline to start with. We're going to promote James General Howes up. Is there anybody I can replace him with that's any better? We got Cook. Let's go ahead and promote Cook. We got Stevens. Nobody is really jumping out at me here. Pender, Trimble, Herbert. Brown. Why does it say he's a colonel when he's a brigadier general? We'll assign him. We'll let Brown have this division for now until I can get A.P. Hill into this army. I don't know why I can't get him into the army. None of these commanders are really impressing me very much. I will go ahead and get a going to use a lieutenant colonel here for this. We'll use Walker. Walker will be our artillery commander. And we will get him one more artillery battalion from Maryland, of course. All right. Bring Chambliss up here under General Lee directly. All right. So we got Brown's division. We're going to rename this division. We're going to rename this division the Virginia Regulars. The Virginia Regulars. Man, I really want A.P. Hill to. He's a major general. That's why. I didn't realize I had promoted him to major general. Okay. That's why he hasn't been available in the brigadier general lane. Huh. Okay. All right, let's get time moving along here. Still no action in Alexandria. And we're coming to the end of November as well, so I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to really, really seriously speed up time here to try and get through the winter months, and I'll just sort of keep an eye on things here. Let's speed this up to 20. And if I see a Union army moving, I'll slow things down. What's going on here? This Pillow is at his destination, his raiding destination here. Okay, he is raiding this area. Hopefully getting some supplies, though he is running out of food. Why can't he get some food? Seems to me like if you're raiding, you're going to be getting food for sure. Why don't you move down here into Benton, please? Now, I probably need to make sure this is not affecting my Missouri boys. In fact, are we able to still recruit from Missouri? Oh, we got a lot of recruits from Missouri. Absolutely. Let's take advantage of that. Look like Missouri boys right there. We'll get some Missouri boys into the Missouri National Guard. We'll get one more unit under Raines's division. And I'm going to get some Missouri boys into the Western Army too. So let's get some of these guys over here into the Western Army. We'll mix them in with our Texas boys. We'll put them in the Texas division. They need a place to temporarily be. We can put a small Missouri brigade in with the Texans. Yeah, there's my Missouris right there. We'll put a small brigade of 1,500 into the Texas division with Hardy here. Under Commander Portersfield. That's fine. Time still ticking along here. Well, I've got armies in place, but not much going on. They're about to finish their telegraph lines. Going to upgrade that. Still works there. Confederacy issues bonds. Okay. Fair enough. They've finished the telegraph. Going to bring them over here to build a supply depot. And maybe another telegraph station if I'm able to. Hopefully these telegraph stations will help us get our orders out to the field a little bit quicker. Pillow is raiding down here outside Cairo. Why don't we just send him into Cairo and let's raid Cairo? Seems like with all this raiding, he should be able to find himself some food to eat, you know. I don't get it. Trent affair is resolved. He's got 19,000 men right there in the Army of Kentucky. And he's got an Army of Indiana that's got 17,000 men. And we've got 31,000 men in Polk's Army of the Tennessee. So they are going to be able to hold their own for sure. They will be able to he'll be able to hold his own. If I can get some experience, what we need more than anything is some experience for that army, but seeing as everybody is in winter quarters right now, I don't think that's going to happen. So let me really speed up the clock here and just try and keep a really high level view of what's going on. Let's speed this clock up here. And if I see any of these Union armies moving, I'm going to have to... Industrialization 1 enacted. We got a new policy. Pillow is withdrawing. Did we just build a railroad depot? Where'd we do that at? Oh, okay. So he's got, let's go ahead and give him some supply from that now. I'm going to bring him a little bit closer to the border as well. Pillow withdrew from Cairo for some... okay. He had an army... Ooh, there's 29,000 men right there. Hold on, let's pause. Let's pause. I just saw an army of 29,000. $29,000. Where are they headed to? All right, looks like the Union is on the move here. He's got 19,000 there. We've got 31,000. Let's slow down this clock here so we can deal with whatever he's fixing to do. He's probably fixing to maybe attack one of these forts here. So I'm going to probably send Polk over to help. And I saw an army of 29,000. Let's pull Pillow out of there. Just where is he going? Is he fixing to attack a fortress? What is he doing? Yep, he's coming over there. Let's bring Polk over to help. We're going to need to force march. In fact, Polk, can you take the railroad, please? It would probably be better if you would just, take the railroad. Why don't you take the railroad? If at all possible. We've only got 45 men in one of those forts. I should have increased the garrisons in those forts. Okay, good. He can take the railroad to a certain extent. And we do have a new policy we can enact. Do we want to do military too? 42 days? Tariff Act, 19 days? Or do we just want to print notes? Let's print notes. Hey, when you got a printing press, take advantage of it, right? There we go. Now, there's that army of 29,000. Let's pause here. All right, we've got to think about this now. He is on his way in with an army of 29,000. I need to get some more men into the Army of Mississippi. So, Western Army, why don't you transfer Bowen over to the Army of Mississippi? Transfer Bowen. It's going to take him 4 days to get there. That's plenty of time. I might want to go ahead and transfer Green too. Let's transfer Green as well. Yep. So we're going to get our Arkansas boys and our Louisiana boys over to help with the Army of the Mississippi. Plus, we've got the Army of Tennessee right here as well. So let's keep time ticking along here. He may get into that fort before I can get the Army of Tennessee over to help. Yeah, and he's doing a forced march, which is good. Really need him to get over there. Pillow, where are you at? He's withdrawing. Going to order him to halt. Maybe I can use him in this upcoming battle. Polk, I need you to get over there quickly. Please hurry. Please hurry. Okay, Army of Mississippi. We're getting them beefed up. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and let him recruit some more. Do we have Mississippi? Yeah, we've got some more Mississippi boys available. Going to need them for sure. There's me some Mississippi boys right there. Yeah. Okay. Now, who's got good weapons here? Walker. Let's get you some reboard muskets. That's going to be the best we can do. Sibley's coming in with some Springfield rifle muskets. What about Anderson? Can we give him some... Can I give him some rebort? No, let's give him some Springfield muskets. Springfield muskets. We do have plenty of Springfield muskets, so that's good news. They can use rifled muskets. Yeah, let's get them. Okay, and that's going to be Bowen's division when he gets here. He's still 4 days away. 4 days away. Okay. Polk is making good time. Maybe he'll get there in time. I should have put some garrisons in here. I didn't even think about these forts here and the fact that they needed garrisons. But Polk is definitely keeping his army in good order, even though they are forced marching. They're going to be tired when they get here, though. I really, really should let him rest. I've got to get there, though. What's he got in that army? He's got 19,000. We should be able to take them if we can just get there. Okay, now we're able to get on the railroad for a little ways anyway. That helped us a little bit. How's his guys doing? They're in good condition. They're doing good. Supplies are low, though. We're trying to march on snowy roads. Oh, that's going to be rough on that army. That's going to be so rough on that army. I should have put more garrisons in that fort. I really should have. Nothing going on over in Virginia. Looks like all of the action is over here in Tennessee. Come on, Polk. Keep your army together, man. Come on. Get there as quickly. Man, it's... Of all the times for there to be a blizzard. Of all the times. There has to be a blizzard right now. I feel sorry for the boys in this army, let me tell you. They're getting there, though. They are slowly getting there. Come on, Fort. How are you holding out? Well, they'll make it. They're going to make it. He's going to get there in time. Meanwhile, what's going on over here? Come on, Polk. Get there, man. Come on. Hurry up. Keep marching your boys. Keep marching them. They are going to be so tired. Let's see what condition they're in here. It's hard to tell. Oh, I hate to have to do a forced march, but we don't have any choice. And they got to cross the river too. I should have brought them across that bridge on the railroad and then brought them up this way. Oh, that probably would have been the smart thing to do. Come on, Polk. You can do it. You can get there. Meanwhile, back at the Western Army, Not going to do much with them right now. They're still in winter quarters. Come on, Poke. Let's get there, man. Come on, get there. I'm going to put him into an offensive stance. Oh, good. He was able to cross the river. Awesome. Okay, he's into it now. Now we can assault. Oh, we got there just in time. Now we just got to see what kind of shape remember, this army has no experience. The hardest thing they've done so far is that forced march that they were just on. But fortunately for me, his army, the Yankee army, doesn't have any experience either. So we're green, but they are also green. So, but we just endured a 300-mile forced march in winter during a blizzard. So, that's going to have an effect on our troops, for sure. So we're just going to have to take our time, not get in a hurry, and make sure everybody's in position before we attack. I've got to be patient here and not get click happy and really, really pay attention to the condition of my men. Got to pay it. Okay, we have to attack them. Okay. Where's he at? He's way up there, which that's not too far away. So that's good news there. Now we've got a storm going on too. I may have to turn that down a little bit. Let me turn that down a little bit. I don't know why that storm was so loud. Let's see if that makes it a little bit better. Now I can't hear it at all. Okay. Whoa, that is loud. Okay. General Polk, let's get your army into single file. Hampton, why don't you line your boys up right there on that road? Cheatham, you line your boys up on the other side of the road to get ready to travel up the road. We'll get our artillery here. Loring, what do I want you to do? Loring, why don't you line up on this road and go get Springfield under control? Okay, we're going to have to turn that down somehow, some way. We're going to have to turn that down. I'm going to get my cavalry right there. General Polk, why don't you come up and get on that little hilltop right there? I got to turn that sound down. It's not video volume. It's not that. Well, I don't know what is controlling that sound. I guess we're gonna have to live with it for now, I guess. All right, let's get time ticking here. Loring, come into Springfield with your boys. Forrest, bring your cavalry up the main road toward the Harlow farm there. And then I'm going to let Hampton follow along after. Actually, I'm going to let Cheatham lead the way. I'm going to let Cheatham lead the way after Forrest gets his cavalry on up the road. We've just got to go. He's up here somewhere. So he's probably defending that objective up there. Speed things up a little bit. Forrest, why aren't you moving? You need to be moving for. There he goes. There he goes. Looks like we're going to have to travel through some mountains and some forests here, which is going to tire our men out. Our men are already exhausted from the forced march. Okay, Cheatham, bring your boys on up the road. Forrest, bring your boys up to there. General Polk, why don't you come a little bit closer, please? Loring is moving into Springfield. Is it 3 o'clock in the morning? We're marching in the morning time. I guess because we're forced marching, so it's allowing me to move during the wee hours of the morning. Apparently, I guess maybe that's why it's letting me move at 3 a.m. in the morning. It's a little unusual. While Cheatham is moving, I'm going to get the artillery a little bit further up the road here. Loring, bring your guys straight on through Springfield. And we're going to let Loring come up this highway here, past the Reuter farm. So he's going to come past the Reuter farm here, and he's going to swing into him from this side. Yeah, so that's going to be Loring's path. All right, let's send our cavalry. Let's fan our cavalry out. Hampton, start bringing your boys up too. Cheatham, keep coming forward. Okay, there they are. There they are. Posey, swing on around them. Russell, keep swinging around. Greer, stay where you are. Well, Greer, why don't you move off to the left as well? Cheatham, I want you to just post up on him like that. Hampton, don't want you interfering with Cheatham right now. Let Cheatham get in position. Loring, I need you moving, buddy. You've got to move. You got a long way to go. I want you bring your boys all the way up here. Okay, I've got to give Loring time. I've got to give Loring time to get in position. I cannot get impatient and attack too fast. Because I got to remember now, these men have been forced marching for about 200-300 miles, so they are very, very tired. General Polk, why don't you come up to this hill right here. Loring is swinging around far to the left. Chetham's getting his boys in position. Cavalry go block that entrance. Hampton. Chetham, keep coming forward. Hampton, you're gonna come in just kind of behind Chetham and maybe a little to the left. George Stewart, bring your artillery up to the Sorrel farm. Start inching a little closer with them. Loring is still coming around over here. Loring is going to be our ace in the hole. He's going to come at them right through this forest right here. They're never going to see it coming. Okay, I've lost sight of them. Russell, move up. Move up. Bedford Forest is going to take this point over here. Once I get my men lined up, I'm going to need to let them rest a little bit. Try and get some rest, and we'll attack at first light. Hopefully Loring will be in position by then. Yep. General Polk. I want you to come forward a little bit closer, please. Okay, Loring, I need to find out where they are over here. Got to find out where his left wing is before I tell Loring how to get lined up. Loring, why don't you line up like that right there? Okay. Chetham's getting his boys lined up. All right, we've got control of this over here. Let's send Green forward and find out where they just must be balled up in a tight little knot right here. In that deep in that forest, because I've completely lost track of them. There they are. Okay. I got to let Chetham's men rest. Yeah, they're tired. They're tired. Their cohesiveness is failing. Everybody's getting really tired right now. I've got to let my men rest. I'm going to let them take a few hours of rest. Okay, Canty, I need you to fall back. Gladden, why don't you just get on the creek right there? Pemberton, you get on the creek here. Manny, you come in to right there. Canty, back up, back up, back up. Yeah, everybody's tired. Everybody's tired right now. Posey, come around over here and join Creek. Canty, what are you doing? You're supposed to be backing up. Canty, what are you doing? Canty is... everybody go long range, please. Canty, while you're there, you might as well attack that. Oh. He's probably fixing to get ambushed. Pretty sure Canty's fixing to get ambushed. Canty, just fall back. Fall back. Fall back. Okay. I've got to let everybody rest for just a little bit before we move on any further. Hampton's boys are pretty tired. Cheatham, you can move up a little bit. Your boys can move up a little bit. I got to let Hampton rest. Just got to be patient here. Got to be patient. Oh, my goodness. What? Canty, you've lost 13 men and you're about to break. Are you kidding me? Please just get out of there. Get out of there. Pemberton, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just back up. Oh, my goodness. Canty's about to break. He's lost 13 men and he's about to break. See, this is what forced marches do to your men. I've got to let these men get organized. What are you doing? He's about to break. He's completely disrupted, doesn't know where he is and what he's doing. I'm about to lose those guys. I marched them too fast, too far, too fast. Loring is falling apart over there. He just broke. He just lost a brigade. And it's my fault. That's entirely my fault. Hampton, no, cancel that. Just move up a little bit, Hampton. Oh, for God's sakes. He lost 11 men and he broke. What are you doing? Okay, Loring, man, get your men back together, please. Okay. Hampton, how are you looking? Cheatham, what about you? Cheatham, I want to get you out of this forest. Just inch forward a little bit more, please. Inch forward a little bit more. We got to give Loring a chance to get his men, to get his division in decent shape. I can't lose this battle. I got to take this very, very carefully. Very carefully. Speed up time a little bit. Hampton, just ease. No, cancel. Hampton, just ease forward. Just keep easing forward through that forest. Where is my cavalry? Where's my artillery? Artillery, just come up. Artillery, just keep moving up. Oh my goodness. Manny, come up there. Pemberton is slowly coming back to me here. Maybe Loring will be able to move here in a little bit. Maybe. Cheatham. I'm going to move you forward out of the forest. And Hampton, I'm going to start moving you forward as well. Just little by little. I don't want to get them too tired. Loring, can you... Pemberton is still unstable. I want to give Pemberton a little more time. Pemberton, can you at least face in the right direction? Let's get him facing in the correct direction. Hampton, bring your boys forward. Cheatham, bring your boys forward. Just got to take our time here. Keep everybody under support. Smith, he's well rested. Swing around up onto this hill over here. McCowan, you swing around as well. Duke, you come forward too. Start slowing this down. Okay. Loring, can you bring your guys out now? Pemberton is still not able to do anything right now. I'm going to bring the others forward just a little bit. Go long range. Go long range, please. Right, let's start sending out skirmishers. Let our skirmishers do a little work. Artillery, come in closer. Let's let our skirmishers Okay, looks like Pemberton has gotten his men under control here. So let's pull him back into the battle. Attack their flank, please, cavalry. General Forrest, stay close to your cavalry, please. All right, boys, let's start attacking. Why aren't you moving up? Move up and attack, please. Pull in your skirmishers. Okay, cavalry back up. Cavalry back up. All right, Loring, bring your boys into the fight. Man, am I going to have to... Bring in your skirmishers, please. Bring in your skirmishers. Everybody be aggressive right now. I know you're tired, but we've got to be aggressive. We have to be aggressive. Everybody, keep it aggressive, please. We've got to be aggressive. Aggressive, aggressive. Uh-oh. Back them out. Everybody, close in. Let's be aggressive. Cavalry, back off. Retreat. Okay. Okay, you guys keep moving on in. Move in. Just press the attack, boys. Press the attack. Who's left back? Who's left behind back here? You boys get in on this attack too now. Come on, press the attack, boys. Press the attack. Everybody find somebody to attack. Okay, you need to back off. You need to back off. Hurry up and get up here and help. Loring just lost. Crap. Pemberton. How did you lose 300 men, Pemberton? Oh, for God's sakes. My cavalry broke over there. Guys, keep pressing. Keep pressing. Both my cavalry broke. Dang it. Everybody keep moving. Keep pressing. He's only lost 250 men from that brigade. Keep pressing, boys. Keep pressing. I don't know how my cavalry managed to break like that. Attack, 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 attack. Everybody attack. Give 'em the cold steel, boys. Give 'em the cold steel. Cold steel. Give 'em the cold steel. Give 'em the cold steel. All right, I needed this victory. Polk's army really needed this victory. Oh, I didn't check in. Let me check in with the Duke with the Hazzard County boys. They are under who's? Oh no, that's a different army. No wait. This is the right army. This is the right army. Were they under Cheatham or were they under? Who were they under? They were under Hampton. Okay. Where are his boys at? There's Fulkerson. There's Clark. There's Johnston. There's Duke. He didn't even get. I totally forgot he was in this battle. I feel bad now. I feel bad. He's only lost 3 men, though, so he's done well. Thankfully, he wasn't in Loring's division. Loring's division just fell apart on us. But yeah, here's Lucas's. Here's Lucason's brigade way back here. He ended up not being very instrumental in this battle at all. Well, all right, we'll let them go ahead and run. I think we routed every one of his units, so we're going to run that army out of Tennessee. Yeah, buddy, we ran that army clean out of Tennessee. Don't you ever come back no more. All right, so he lost almost 4,000 men, but we lost almost 2,000. But I think a lot of our problems stem from the fact that our boys were just exhausted after that forced march. And then I really marched them across the battle map really fast. And I really pushed them hard. I mean, I pushed them hard on that battle. I overpushed a few of the brigades. And I keep telling myself I'm going to be patient. And then I just really push everybody hard, and I make a lot of my units break. Colonel Stewart is famous. They like him, but Colonel Posey didn't do too well. What's going on, Howie? How you doing, man? Good to see you again, buddy. Well, the Hazzard County Volunteers did okay in this battle. I really didn't have them on the front line. They were really more of a reserve unit in this battle. I didn't really want to risk them. I had to do a forced march with my army here. I had to march them halfway across Tennessee. Victory at Fort Henry, but Colonel Posey loses face. Okay. All right, so we managed to save that fort there that was under siege. Okay, so let's give this army here the flying column trait. And we might better go ahead and deal with Posey if he's been defamed here. Yes, he is defamed, so let's replace him. Do I have another colonel? We'll replace him with Colonel Pender. That will be fine. Now, how did we do? We had a lot of our boys do well. Smith's, his brigade did well, so we'll give him a promotion. Ruggles did well. We'll give him a promotion. Loring's boys, I'm not happy with any of these guys. Certainly not Pemberton. He broke on me twice. None of these guys get a promotion. Who was in the thick of the fighting? I can't give my boy Lucas a promotion because I pretty much held him in reserve. So he did not really get to prove himself. McGowan did well, so McGowan gets a promotion. Gladden, no, none of Loring's boys did well. So I'm not giving any of them a promotion. All of Chetham's boys did good, so I'm promoting them. Yeah, all of Chetham's boys get a promotion. Chetham is already a major general, so very good, very good. And General Polk, we're going to promote him up to lieutenant general. He did very well on that. He kept his army well organized on that extensive forced march. He literally marched his men about 300 miles through a blizzard and a snowstorm to get over here into and across the Tennessee River to get over here and relieve this fort. So hats off to General Polk. And I am going to go ahead and I'm going to increase the garrison here. Let's increase that garrison with some Arkansas boys. We'll give a small 6-inch battery. We'll put some of them boys in there. Yeah, let's put one more garrison in there. Yeah, let's put some more of these Arkansas boys in there. Right. I want to make sure I'm not wasting any good officers here. No, that's fine. Okay, very good. General Polk, I want you to get down here to the railroad. I may have need for you. I saw a large army coming into western Tennessee by way of Cairo that I'm trying to get ready for. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna send Pillow. Oh, they're already down here. I'm gonna send Pillow down. Okay, Polk, so we know where you need to go. General Polk, get to the railroad, and I'm going to let you travel on the railroad down here to Jackson, Tennessee. They've got an army down here somewhere. All I've got is the Army of Mississippi, which I'm going to keep in Memphis for now. Yeah, this army here is routed. They're fleeing. That was the Army of Kentucky that I just fought. Oh, he's got somebody coming up here as well. The Army of Indiana. Well, we may have to deal with them. I'll tell you what, I want to deal with this army down here first. General Henry Jackson, you stay in Memphis. He's got 10,000 men right now, but Bowen's division is on the way. Bowen is 2 days away. We'll have 2 good-sized divisions in that army. And then I'm going to bring General Polk down. And I'm not that worried about Nashville because I've got a fort there in Nashville to protect Nashville. I'm trying to get General Polk to the railroad here. And Pillow, find him for me. I need Pillow to find him. Anything going on over here in Arkansas? Not too much going on in Arkansas. Okay. It's just I don't know why the AI loves to go on the offense in the middle of winter. In the dead of winter is when they want to go on offense. Polk's readiness is starting to get low, though. I don't know. I might better send General Polk back to Nashville. Fort Henry was complete. Where was that at? Okay, they completed repairs of that fort. Very good. We may be able to have another Battle of Shiloh here. Who knows? This is a pretty good sized army that I saw coming down this railroad here. I'm going to keep the Army of Mississippi there at Memphis. Polk is coming down to Charlotte, to the railroad head here. Pillow's on the move. Pillow, I'm going to have to force march you. I've got to find where they are and what state that army is in. Army of Indiana, Army of Kentucky. This is the army I just defeated. General Polk, I need him to stay on that railroad head there. Pillow, come on down to Jackson, Tennessee. That army, that Union Army's got to be in this area somewhere, at least in this area. What's happening over in Virginia? Look at the snow on the ground. They're still afraid to come out and challenge me in Alexandria. Let me go ahead and drop a save real quick before I forget. Yeah, they're not going to come down into Virginia. They don't want to fight me there again. Okay, Pillow, where is he? I need you to find him. Why is he pulling back? What are you doing? I need you to halt. I better move out the Army of Mississippi. I need them. Polk, his readiness is too low for me to do much with him right now. I need to get him back to Nashville. I'm going to let him rest where he is on the railroad head there. What is that army doing? Where are they going? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to transfer some of Polk's divisions over to the Army of Mississippi. Nope. Don't want to do that. Army of Tennessee. I know I don't want to give him Loring. Who do we have here? Tennessee boys, Georgia boys, Alabama boys. Tennessee, Alabama. Hampton. Let's give him Hampton. It's going to take him 5 days to get there. Going to give him Hampton's division. There they are, right there. Okay, you halt. He's got 26,000 men, so when I get Hampton's division, that should be enough to bring us up to equal with each other. Meanwhile, General Polk General Polk, can you get back to Nashville? Get back to Nashville and get your supplies replenished and get your army strengthened. Pillow was about done with his withdrawal. I'm going to try and bring him back down to Jackson, Tennessee if I can. He is slowly just making his way down here. Yeah, Hampton is still 4 days away. That Army of Indiana is coming down too. Okay. General Polk, you got to stop. You got to stop. You're going to have to try and get you some supplies here from Charlotte. That's all we can do. You're going to have to try and supply there in Charlotte. Pillow, what are you doing? Pillow, I need you back down here. General Jackson still does not have Hampton yet. Hampton's still 4 days away. Okay. Polk, you got to stay there for now. We're fixing to have to deal with this Army of Indiana, but I want Polk to try and get some of his readiness back, if at all possible. We're going to have to trust our forts to hold them at bay until we can get Polk's readiness improved. And I'm not moving him out until he gets Hampton. I'm not moving him out until he gets Hampton. Let's check on Virginia. Don't think anything's going to be going on up here right now. Everybody's in winter quarters. Yeah, they're not moving out there. I don't think President Lincoln wants anybody to leave Washington, D.C. He's wanting to protect Washington, D.C. There's nothing going on over in Arkansas. Looks like all the action is right here in western Tennessee. So I've got Polk. He's got a sizable army, but he's took a lot of damage on that forced march. His boys took a beating on that forced march. We got to let them get back under control. And then we've got a really large army coming down through eastern Tennessee that we're trying to get our Army of Mississippi into shape to take them on. But I'm waiting for him to get some reinforcing divisions. They're 3 days away. Hampton is 3 days away. And that is going to be, yeah, he's going to be in Bolivar. He does have control of Bolivar there. I want the Army of Mississippi to stay put in Memphis and keep keep their supplies and their readiness in good condition till it's time to move them out. And when I move them out, I'm going to be able to move them out on the railroad. So I think I'm in good shape there. I can just take my time with them. He's taking his time with this Army of Indiana, which is fine with me. That gives me that gives Polk a chance to get his army in a little better condition. In the meantime, let's give General Henry R. Jackson a promotion up to Major General. We're going to give Bowen a promotion up to Major General. Hampton, we're going to give him a promotion to Major General as well. He's still 3 days away. Okay. Well, I'm sitting right at 3.5 hours of playtime. This is probably a good place as any to end this episode. We're getting ready for 2 battles here. We're going to have to fight this Army of Indiana, and we're going to have to fight a Yankee army that's in the middle of central eastern Tennessee. And that's going to be our 2 battles that we're probably going to lead off with next episode. But, well, Howie, man, appreciate you hanging out with me. And anybody that is watching later on YouTube, thanks for tuning in and checking out my little YouTube channel. Please drop a like and a subscription, and any helpful and encouraging comments are always welcome. I appreciate all of those. I read every one of them, and really appreciate any encouragement and any enthusiasm. Anybody that gets a kick out of this little series, especially we're trying to follow along with the Hazzard County Volunteers. So we're just going to check in on them from time to time. But anyway, we're going to leave it at that. This is a good place to finish this episode. We're looking forward to some big battles here in eastern Tennessee on the next episode. So I'll let you go. Everybody have a good night, and I will talk to you later.